Hello students, today we are going to go over section 5.3b, graphing solutions to compound inequalities. So these are in your notes, so I believe they're green printed out. So the description on the first one, all real numbers greater than -2 and less than 3. Okay, so the key word here is and. So we're going to go, all right, on what does the inequality look like? It's an and, so if it's an and, it's generally all together. So we say -2, so it's greater than, not greater than or equal to, x, and it's less than 3. Okay, that's what that's going to, I wrote that incorrectly, so there, I corrected myself. The interval is going to be the smallest number is -2, not included, and 3 not included. So that's what that looks like right there. And then the graph is going to be both open dots because it does not include the 2 and it's shaded in between. Hey, I can make a happy face out of that. Whoop! Okay. Number 2, all real numbers greater than or equal to -3 and less than or equal to -1. So greater than -3 and greater than or equal to, and less than or equal to 1. Okay, so our interval there would be, this time we're including our endpoints, so it includes -3 and 1. And our graph, it's included both endpoints there. Not quite as happy, but still having a good time. Number 3, all real numbers less than or equal to -1 or greater than 2. This time it's an or statement. Okay, even though the other ones have or, it's got and, greater than or equal to. That or does not count for or if it's like it does here. So if it's an or one, we're going to have all real numbers less than or equal to -1, or, so all real numbers less than or equal to -1, or x greater than 2. So that means our interval is going to have some type of union. So we're going to have an interval going from -infinity to -1. And we're going to unite that, so it's union with greater than 2, comma, and then infinity. And I made a mistake up here. It's -1 is included, so it should be a bracket there. And infinities always have parentheses, never brackets, okay? So then, less than or equal to, this has to be a solid dot. This one is open dot because it says it's greater than 2. So we shade on the outsides. Greater than 2 or less than or equal to -1. And there's our shading there. Okay. Next, all real numbers less than -2 or greater than or equal to 1. Okay, so here's our or right here again. So we're going to have two separate ones. So we go all real numbers less than -2. So we go x is less than -2, or x is going to be greater than or equal to 1. Okay, so our interval notation is going to be a union one because we've got or, because there's two different intervals here. We're going to go from -infinity to -2, and we're going to unite or union that with, this time it's going to be 1 is included, and then it goes to infinity. And again, parentheses on all the infinities. Okay, all real numbers less than -2, so this is going to be an open dot, shaded to the left, and then from 1 to infinity, and 1 is included. Okay, So hopefully my arm or hand didn't get in the way too much, and you've got all that. Okay, now we're going to shift from our notes in the green packet and do a few problems in our homework packet, the white one. Okay, so right here we have our graph there. We need our interval notation and our inequality. So our inequality, it's going to be an and we put the lowest number, -3. I better use my black marker. -3 is the lowest number on the graph, and it's included, so it's less than or equal to x, which is less than or equal to 6. So easy peasy stuff, right? Interval notation, it includes 3 and goes from 3 to 6, and it includes 6, so it's brackets. Okay, next one. Oh, look, one's open and one's closed. Not much harder, I promise. So we go the lowest one. Oh, it's an or statement. Do you get that? This one's an and the other one was an or statement. So that's super important to know the ands and the ors. Okay, so the and is just one, boom, done. But the ors we're going to take two, because this one is going to go from x is less than -6, or x is greater than, but it's a closed dot, or equal to 3. And that's what we have for our solution on number 2. For the interval notation, we're going to go from negative infinity to 6, parentheses, because it's not included, or, oh, actually, no, we don't put the or, it's union now. Union, or unite that with 3. It includes 3, so it's a bracket, and then it goes to infinity. And infinities always have parentheses. Okay, now we're going to jump to number 7, where we have the inequality, but we don't have the graph or the interval notation. B is greater than or equal to -1, and B is less than 2. So if it's and, it's just going to be one interval. This is included, so it's a closed dot at 1, open dot at 2, and B is less than 2. And for our interval, we go 1 is included, or -1 is included, so it's a bracket, and then it goes up to 2, not included, so it's parenthesis. Okay, next one. X is less than -4, or x is greater than or equal to 6. So it's an or, and see, your first question, open or closed dots. This tells you whether it's an or equal to. This one's just less than. Open, closed, and that's the way it's shaded. This one is going to be a union one because it's an or, and we say negative infinity, comma, 4 is not included, parentheses. And unite that with 6 is included, so it's a bracket, off to infinity, and that's a parenthesis, okay? All right, last one for me that I'm going to do for you, and the rest you can do on your own because you rock, people, okay? So 0 is less than or equal to v is less than 4. So that is an and because it's all in one statement. 0, closed dot there. 4, open dot there, shaded in between. Now for our interval, it's going to go from 0, and does it include 0? Yes, so it's a bracket. And it goes all the way to 4, and 4 is not included. And that's it. You can do it. Do the rest on your own. You rock. Have a great day.